How's it going, folks? So today I got a viewer request video here for y'all. I'm going to be checking out the band. I think they're called A Hero for the World, and the name of this song is Outlaw in the Wild West. Now, this is the power version. From what I can gather, there's more than one version, so I'm really not sure what's up with this band. I've never heard of them before, but the viewer that requested this song told me specifically to check out the power version. So I really don't know what's up with the non-power version, or like I said, what the band normally does. But yeah, I'm quite intrigued. I'm very curious. And like I said, there's a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, this ranger typically does not disappoint. They typically request solid songs. So yeah, I'm curious. And again, with the song title Outlaw in the Wild West, I mean, it's a great song title. It makes me even more curious. So without further ado, let's just jump on in there and check it out, shall we? Enough of my jibba jabba. Rangers, go.
Through the desert and the night, like an outlaw in the wild, wild west. So long ago, there was silver in town, yet every man searched for his gold. Eldorado, jewels of fortune and glory. Now the shadows fly all over the valley. We know, beware, there's a stranger in town. Evil or good, no one knows. Tried and sentenced for heresy. Wanted, dead or
Alright, now, folks, now, whether y'all like it or not, I'm going to talk in my southern accent for the rest of the song here now, or the reaction. I feel like it's only appropriate. Uh, wow. What, what a song here now. I tell you what, yeah, I'm not going to subject y'all folks to that, but I will kind of interject here and there with my southern voice because I feel like it in this song. I really don't know what to say. I'm from the United States, so this kind of Wild West kind of country banjo kind of style playing of the guitar, it really hits close to home. I'm from the southern United States. I must add, my family has a lot of southern roots. So, I got a lot of South in my blood. I got a lot of salt in my blood. And so when I hear this sort of thing, it does my body good. I'm not a big fan of country music. I will say that. But country power metal? I, I don't know. I mean, there's not too much of that. Aside from this song here, um, what was it? Not Ascension, but Fraser Edwards. He did on his latest album, I think it was his latest album, a song that was very country influenced. And it's just funny because I'm getting a bit off tangent here, but sometimes when you listen to, I'm not talking about pop country, kind of mainstream country stuff. I'm talking about old school, kind of bluegrass, true country music from back in the day, 70s, 60s, 50s, and earlier, that sort of thing. Again, I don't know how well versed y'all are in that, but again, my family, I have a lot of southern roots, and I like old school music, so I've listened to a lot. And here in the United States, country music is big. I don't really like modern country, but I do really like the really old school 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, that kind of stuff. And especially when it's bluegrass, kind of folk influenced, and there's a lot of use of the banjo. And the thing that I've always thought was funny, those sort of songs, when these folks are playing on the banjo, there is a lot of like finger picking. It's not so much chord based, it's just a lot of string and finger picking. And it's all over the place. If you listen to any kind of old school bluegrass, country, banjo centric music, you will hear some really, really crazy finger picking. And I always thought to myself, wow, what if somebody took these really intricate melodies, being played on the banjo, because these folks, I mean, they sit there and they go nuts on the banjo, and some really, really crazy melodies and what have you. And I always thought to myself, what if somebody took that and interpreted it on like an electric guitar metal style? And you hear all these crazy guitar solos, guitar metal solos, but I just always thought to myself, these dudes on the banjo are playing these crazy licks, these crazy solos, these crazy finger picking melodies. If someone gave them an electric guitar and tuned it to metal style, it would be nuts. People would be just blown away, like, wow, this is one heck of a crazy solo. And this is kind of what you get, and I dig it. I love it. I listen to this, and they got that real country influenced guitar picking, but in a power metal setting, and it's gnarly. It just sounds so cool. So long story short, this song was just a lot of fun, especially for me being here in the United States and having a very southern background, southern roots. I've listened to a lot of old school country, bluegrass, folk kind of music here, and this song nails it. I mean, they really, really nail it. So I wonder where they're from. You know, if they're not from the US, they have done a phenomenal job of capturing that vibe. And not only have they captured that vibe, but they've also captured that feeling of just kind of an old school country western film. You know, just the whole vibe. They really, really captured, and that's why I was laughing. I could not help myself. I was laughing, I was giggling, I was having a good old time this whole song because it's so on point. Like it is so on point. And I gotta tip my hat, you know, and that's why I don't think y'all can see it, but on the camera, but I put my leg up here, cross on my other leg there, like that. And I was sitting here and I felt like while I was listening to this song here, I felt like I needed to be sitting on a rocking chair outside my cabin out in middle of nowhere's cattle out feeding, you know, in the fields and just overlooking the prairie and all of that. And I'm just sitting back, got a nice straw, you know, thing of straw sticking out of my mouth. I got my banjo and I'm just sitting back, I'm just rocking and I'm just playing my banjo, playing my acoustic guitar and all that. And so when I was listening to this song here, I just wanted to rock. I just wanted to rock in my rocking chair here on my front porch and just enjoy the prairie, just overlooking my land and seeing the sunset over the fields here. And that's a testament to the song because it conjured that for me. And so they really, really just nailed it. So not only did they nail the authenticity of kind of what I just described, but they also just made a fun song. And, you know, the verses and the chorus, all of that, it's relatively thin. It's fun, but it's not complex. It doesn't really blow the mind or anything, but I feel like this song was just meant to be fun. Just to be a fun, good old time, and it succeeds. It just, like I said, at the end of the day, I had a ball. I had a ball. So, a lot of fun. I really like this song here, and thank you so much to the Ranger who requested this song. I know I'm kind of talking more in a genteel kind of southern voice compared to what this song here conjured. This ain't no genteel song. This here is more of a southern, just kind of talking jibber jabber. I can't do it right now. I got the genteel in the mind, but it's just fun. A lot of fun. So thank you so much to the Ranger who requested this song here. I'm very curious to know, what is this band's jam? Like, what's their deal? Are they power metal? Was this kind of a one-off? I don't know. You know, I've never heard of this band before, so yeah, I'd love to know. And speaking of which, I've thought about doing a series on my channel. This is kind of stop the press kind of moment here, anyone who's watching, but I've thought about doing a series where I showcase songs that are power metal by bands that aren't power metal, because there's certain bands who have dabbled, they've done a song or two in a power metal style, but they're not a power metal band. I've kind of thought about doing like a side series on something like that. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see that. But other than that, yeah, I had a blast listening to this. It's just a fun, good old time. And yeah, thank you so much to the Ranger who requested this song here. And let me know in the comments down below, folks, what you think of this song. Now, did it please you? You know, did y'all enjoy this outing of Palometta Bliss? Let's talk about it down in the comments below. And I will catch y'all later. Ranger out.